Hello, 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 hello. Too many hellos there, but hey, 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 hello. I believe anything good. Love the darkness. Anyway, welcome, evening, good night. Right, guys, a little bit earlier to this one because I didn't think I was able to show you this one so soon, but I can. So let's get to it. I am just at the minute setting up online to allow some people in. I've set it to West Europe. I'm still on sim update 4, guys, so obviously if anyone's on sim update 5 beta, that obviously it won't work, so keep that in mind. We're gonna actually be starting out again as a flight today because obviously the airport we're going to see in this live stream isn't a huge one. So we're gonna do some flying to start off with. We're gonna do Humberside, which is Echo Golf November Juliet, over to a brand new airport releasing this coming week, Echo Golf November Echo, which is Gamston, or Retford Gamston as they call it. I have got some copies to give away to anyone who is active in the chat. So, as per usual, I'll be the end of the live stream near to about maybe between 9 and half 9 potentially. I will invite anyone into the giveaway and allow them to participate in the giveaway and win a copy. Obviously, as per the stream instructions, or stream description rather, it will be PC only. You can choose between a 2020 version or a 2024 version, but it is PC only, and it is obviously for when the airport releases. So if you do win a copy, guys, don't be knocking on my door saying where's me copy, because, well, it's not out yet, is it? So this is pre-release. We are looking at Burn and Blue Designs Gamston, Retford Gamston. And admittedly, like the description says, the only reason why I know this one particularly well is because of a little-known aviation YouTuber called Noel Philips, and it used to be his base. I think it used to be his home base when he used to do his flying. So, yeah, we're going to go and have a look at Gamston. We're going to start our journey in Humberside. We're going to take the Baron. You can see I've got the, I think the only UK Reg Baron livery that I could find. Golf Foxtrot Lima Tango Zulu. Let me turn... Oh, it shouldn't turn back on. That's perfectly... Oh, look at the nice red interior, by the way. So this has been done nicely. It's got the Baron 58 logo on the side of it and everything. It's quite a nice livery, actually. Perfect. I don't think there's any covers or anything in. No. So lovely. It's this and the Bonanza have become sort of one of my favourites. This is Flight Hampers Humberside, one of the best UK, probably world sceneries in my opinion. Very, very detailed. I've featured it on the channel many a times, and I've mentioned it a few times. So as I say, we'll take the Baron over. So we'll be heading east. Yes, no, we'll be heading west, not east. We'll be heading west, over to Gamston. We'll attempt the landing, and then obviously get the drone out, and we'll have a good look around. Thank you for everyone who's going to be watching this evening. Remember, I do have a couple of copies to give away, so please do get involved in the description. In the in the live stream. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Gonna turn the good old Tobii eye tracker on just because it's just a lot easier to start things up and everything. So but yeah, thank you for everyone who's going to be rewatching the stream as well. This one should, I believe, be out within the next week or so. There will be an official trailer on my channel, as always, with Burn and Blue Designs. Massive thank you to them for obviously sending me a copy over to showcase to you guys, and also for obviously allowing me to promote their work with a official trailer, which again should be out within the week, just before release. But yeah, obviously keep in mind this is a pre-release copy, so if you see any bugs, obviously do let me know sensibly. But I think for the most part now, I think it's nearly ready to go. Let's get a beacon on. Let's fix those things there. Let's get I've been in the Bonanza for a while, so I'm a bit all out of sorts. Let's get the hang on. Let's get the right engine on first. I don't know if it's right you're supposed to do first, but we will anyway. Gear up, yeah. That's because I left it in that state. I need to map some ignitions to my other ignition. There we go. Nice. Okay. Alex is in the chat and Chinook is in the chat. Good to see you both, guys. Thank you so much for coming in and spending some time tonight in the on the live stream. Let's get the left engine started. No, stop zooming back. That one's nicely done. Perfect. Let's get the avionics on. Nav and beacon lights on. Excited to see Gamston. Yeah, it's well. What I would say, guys, is obviously Burn and Blue Designs are very quickly going around the country filling in all these smaller, airports, airfields. Some of them being a bit bigger than the others. If you guys are over on their Discord, which I have linked in the description, make sure you do go and join, because they've got some crackers coming up. We've also got Kemble Airport coming up, which is the UK's kind of, graveyard, if you will. And they've shared some previews on there, so go and check some of that stuff out because it's looking fantastic. That's all we're going to do for there, guys, because we're going to get over and have a look at Gamston. Not a massive airport, so we'll enjoy this flight. We'll try and do a little loop of the airfield from above, and then we'll come down and have a look around, as we usually do. Have a good look around the airport. As I say, I've got a couple of copies to give away, so if you are active in the chat, please stay active, and we'll I'll get a copy over to you when the airport releases. Let's get out of here. Like I say, I have got the old SciTech panel there that I've dug out. Unfortunately, connecting it, so you're supposed to be able to connect it to the top of the honeycomb yoke and throttle, and all the screws do line up absolutely fine, but the screws that are in there do not fit into the thread, so unfortunately I can't attach it very well. I do need to attach it because there's no way you can manipulate the dials and the buttons very well. They do move out the way a lot. This flight plan does have me departing the other way. I don't think it's actually on. Yeah, it has, but I haven't sent it to the actual avionics. We will depart the other way. We'll actually depart on Where are we? I forget what runway this is, unfortunately. Is that 02? Yeah, so won't be departing on 02. We'll be departing this way. I couldn't tell you what one that is because I haven't got a clue off the top of my head. But we will depart from that one instead. Oh, 20, is it? Perfect. Okay, we'll depart from there. We'll head over. Perfect. Aero Desert evening. Good to see you, mate. As I say, I've got a copy to give away. I think I've got 2 copies to give away for this one, guys. So do keep an eye on the chat a bit later on, just towards the end of the stream, and we'll announce 2 winners today. And once the airport is out, we'll send them over to you ASAP. Do stay tuned to the channel, because there will be another live stream this week, I believe, but I can't be 100%. There will be another live stream with another giveaway, another pre-release live stream, another airport to explore. This one a tiny bit bigger, and this one will probably take us a bit longer to look around, and I will also have a copy to give away for that one as well, so stay tuned. And obviously stay tuned for the official trailer for Gamston as well. Let's get the Baron out of here. I do love Flight Tampers Humberside. Definitely one of the best. One of the best UK ones for sure. This thing gets out pretty fast as well, which is cool. Got the rudder pedals, me bargain rudder pedals, the CH Pro rudder pedals for £22. Not a scratch on them, still in perfect nick as well. So good. Gear up. Hong Kong perhaps? Could very well be, mate. Could be. Could be something else entirely. Admittedly, I am still more interested in seeing Innie builds Liverpool, as I know Alex, our moderator, good friend of the channel, is as well. My best scenery, Newcastle, definitely. Newcastle's up there, mate. Definitely is one of the most polished airports in the UK, for sure. You know, we've also got Pyregi's Scottish ones as well. East Midlands is definitely up there. Humberside is up there as well. So we are flying to Gamston, guys. So it's not very nice day over the UK right now, even in real life. But we're flying to Gamston. This is the new one from Burn and Blue Designs. This is their next release. But I do recommend definitely going over to the Discord and joining their Discord, because they've got a couple of other airports currently being made, and those ones are really exciting as well. Kemble being a big one. Getting some really nice details with Kemble. All of the stored aircraft there, all of the aircraft ready to go to the graveyard. Sad to see, but yeah, we've got all that detail. This is their next release. This is Retford Gamston, located in Nottinghamshire. So we are heading even more north now. We've obviously had Fishburn further north. We've had obviously Welshpool and Connington. Was Connington down south? Was it? I'm not too sure. But you know, the guys have definitely made their mark in the southern airports in the UK, and are slowly working their way north to get some of the smaller airports and airfields up to standard. I would love to see these guys do a Manchester Barton. Personally, I think the UK update version is really nice, but it just needs a quality scenery. It needs a pay-wear scenery, in my opinion. And Burn and Blue Designs, I think, would do a fantastic job of Barton. the big ones for me up north that still need a payware. Man, I don't know what your opinion on this is, folks. Everyone who's watching now and everyone who's also going to be rewatching the live stream, if anyone rewatches the live stream. But we definitely need a Howden. We need a Harden, not a Howden. We need a Harden. We definitely need a Harden. We need an Airbus Beluga factory. For me, it was definitely a missed opportunity. What's happened to the frames here? Well, it was a missed opportunity putting the Beluga in 2024 and then not putting Harden in there. And Blackpool as well. I think the simulator needs a Blackpool Airport. Blackpool Airport gets many different unique movements. You know, it can fit airliners in, it can fit bizjets, it can fit helicopters, it can fit GA. We just don't have a good one. It's pretty odd. We did get some freewares of both of those airports. I think it was Skell or Superspud over on flightsim.to. They did some freewares of it. But we haven't got any good payware. It's quite interesting. Again, Burn and Blue Designs definitely could do some justice for those. Although I think Blackpool was suggested to them, and I don't think it's on their no pun intended, but on their radar, unfortunately. But yeah, we're missing some Harden and Blackpool action in both sims. Yeah, I mean, the freewares, they were all right, but obviously the freewares are from 2020, and they were from early 2020. You know, they were 2020, 2021, so I think they're not even compatible at this point. So, they're really outdated. There's my beer gut there, just so you guys can see the setup. This isn't a long flight, by the way. That's why I've chose to do it. It's a nice distance without sort of overdoing it. You know, we're about halfway as it is now, and we're just under 1,000 feet as well. Mark, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming in. Again, thank you for everyone who's coming into the live stream tonight. I'm going to keep the live stream to 7:30 because it's a good middle ground. I think 7 o'clock was too early. 8 o'clock might be a bit too late. I don't know. It seems to be the better one. Yeah, I don't want to do a massive flight, but we will do a couple of laps around Gamston as well. Again, like I said at the start of the stream, the reason why I know Gamston is purely from watching Noel Philips. That was when he was doing his flying videos, or at least when he was in the UK. That was his home base, I think. So that's the reason why I'm partly familiar with it. This area is all my... Oh, right, okay. Perfect. Now, I'm not 100% sure with this one. I don't know if Burn and Blue Designs went here. I know they are very, very good at going to airport visits and doing airport visits. Don't know if this one was an airport visit for them. Now, speaking of VR, as we go along, speaking of VR, virtual reality, I am going to do more videos. But I was recently trying out an older simulator called Aerofly FS. Now, I used to have FS2. Now, the first 2 videos on my channel, not now because I deleted them, but the first 2 videos I put on this channel under this name was Aerofly VR videos. And they did really well, but I was curious to see what FS4 was like. And I have tried it in VR over the last 2 days, and it's still really impressive. Visually, it's actually not too bad. Visually, it's definitely, I would say, not as visually and nice as X-Plane, but it's, I think, best to say between P3D and X-Plane 12. There's some of it, the lighting's quite nice, but for me it's more the VR implementation with Aerofly FS. It's fantastic. Now, it's nowhere near as the visual fidelity as this. The landscape and, you know, the scenery in Microsoft Flight Simulator is just insane. But it's quite interesting to try it out. It was, yeah, right. He chartered the King into there. He did, yeah. He did in that video. He did, yeah. Can you import a flight plan into the Baron? I believe you can, yeah. You can import your flight plan into the actual, into the Sims sort of flight planning system, and then import it to the avionics, and it does come up. There it is there. So let's slow things down and let's drop some height as well. We are coming up on it. Obviously, the Baron, you can use a couple of different GPS systems on the tablet. You just have to press on them and confirm it. I'm using the free version of the 550, so. But yeah, if you guys know Burn and Blue Designs, you'll know that they're very, very good at creating authentic sceneries for these smaller airfields. Over the UK, they've done a couple in the US, and they've covered a lot of the south of the UK as well, and now are creeping north, as I say. Granted, Kemble is on the it's near the south coast, isn't it? Is it down south? So it's a bit up and down, isn't it? But over to the right of the compass there, you'll see Gamston, fairly decent sized runway. 2 runways, in fact. I think there's 3. I think there's also a grass strip as well. But you will see it just over to the right of the dash there. You got the main runway and then the smaller, narrower runway as well. As I say, I've got 2 copies to give away for this, guys. So anyone active in the chat, I'll give an opportunity for towards the end of the stream. And keep in mind, it is PC only, and this isn't out yet. This comes out, I think, the end of next week. There you can see Gamston there in its all its glory. I'm going to turn the... Oh no, I might not. I was going to turn the Tobii eye tracker off, but I won't do. I don't know, mate, but obviously since then, I would say, you know, in terms of his wealth and everything, he's definitely much bigger. But Noel Philips wasn't exactly wealthy because of his YouTube. He was wealthy because of his business. I think he had a PC business. He definitely had a business that wasn't anything to do with aviation. I think it was more PCs. But then he also had his in-flight business, or he still does it, sort of in-flight videos, which are very popular. And then obviously his YouTube, and then he had a second channel. So it's kind of like the way Casey Neistat. He's again one of my favorite YouTubers. Nothing to do with aviation, but you know, he had media businesses and stuff. He doesn't actually need to do YouTube at all. But he made his wealth by different things, you know. How are you finding the honeycomb, mate? Absolutely love it. Honeycomb Bravo quadrant here, just a breath of fresh air, having my power levers there and options to also buy other power levers as well. And then the yoke, obviously, at first I thought it might take a bit longer, but it's actually been really, really nice to control. Quality is fantastic. And obviously I've got the option if I do want to start flying airliners. I've still got my Airbus side stick there as well. Let's have a little look. That might be a hard turn to do. Alright, don't have a go at me. Yeah, we overdid that. I overshot it. I apologize, guys. But like I said, we haven't got huge tasks today. We haven't got a massive area to explore. But as we fly a bit lower than we should be, over to the left, you'll see the row of hangars. Nice symmetric airfield, Gamston. You know, you've got I think from what it looks like, maybe a private jet terminal, or you know, at least a private aircraft terminal. An array of hangars which are all symmetrical, and then we've got the actual main control tower as well. VR Flight Sim guy, good to see you, mate. Thank you. Burning Blue Design at it again. Can't beat them for the UK airfield. Yeah, definitely can't. I mean, if you want a UK airfield, they're the guys to go to straight away. So you can obviously get the very best. I think the biggest they've done so far has been Farnborough. In my opinion, their Farnborough scenery is better than the UK update one, which even that one was really, really nice. Very nice. Love Casey Neistat. Yeah, I love him as well. So we'll try and... where are we? Still a bit too high. Terrible on these approaches recently. I've also only just plugged the Tobii eye tracker back in. I've had it for quite a while, but I've got a curved monitor, and I'll be honest with you, the included mount, the magnetic mount for the Tobii eye tracker, doesn't work well with curved monitors, sorry. And I've only just recently been able to kind of get a temporary, so I've used an old tripod that the webcam was on, and it works well. Everything lines up, and it's when you're not using VR, Tobii eye tracker is just it's just the way forward. Especially if you're using a yoke and throttle system. Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Absolutely buttered that. There you can see the massive VOR station as well, and fire training facilities. And then we're getting our first proper look at Gamston on the ground here. I think it's more of a restaurant, isn't it? A few open hangars rather on this one. There's Noel Philips Beechcraft. There's a couple of guys on the ground there. Good to see you, bud. Fjord skimmer. Again, we've got an abundance of static people and static aircraft. Burn and Blue design, again, fantastic for that as well. I'll just stick it here. Right, okay, let's... Perfect. Good stuff. Quick turn off. Spotty dog, right, okay. Good stuff, guys. Right, let's go and explore Gamston. Didn't put me flaps up, of course. That's always the case. Always the case. Always the case. Are you using VR or the eye tracker? No, I'm using Tobii eye tracker 5. As I say, I've had it for a long time. Tried it a few times with the included sort of. It's a stick. It is basically a sticky holder with a magnetic section that goes underneath your monitor. That's the best location, but it wouldn't stick. Now I'm basically, for you guys wondering, it's just over there in front of my screen. Don't really want to move this camera too much, but it's in front of my screen, the best sort of location for it, on a tripod. And all I can best describe it as, it's wedged between the sort of, it's where the tripod extends and where the whatever is mounted to it is stuck to. So it's wedged between that, and it's holding, and it works, and it seems to work. We're using avatar mode for now, just because obviously the airport isn't a massive airport. Fjord skimmer, good to see you, bud. Now, I was supposed to be having a couple of people here. I know Sarah, or Sazzle as she's known as, she did say she was going to be here. I don't know if this is one of their pals, but she does a lot of VR videos over on TikTok. And yeah, hey, it looks really immersive. I will have to try it out. Burn and Blue Designs always do immersion really, really nicely. Obviously, we'll have a look at the night lighting and how it looks in all the different sections of the airfield. Night lighting, of course, on 2024, looking fantastic. And you can see the doors are closing because it is that time of day. Let me just go through some of these... Just having looked at the chat for a second. Oh, Casey Neistat went to Belfast. Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, thank you for everyone for coming into the live stream. And again, anyone who is going to be rewatching the stream, this is due out very soon. It is Ben and Blue Designs' next scenery release, and they are working on a good couple of sceneries. Best thing to do though is go and join the Discord. It is linked in the stream description as well. This, of course, will be available on a few storefronts on release, but please consider buying this direct from Burn and Blue Designs. Just, because it's the best way to do it. Now, these people, again, these people are going to be time sensitive. So these people here won't be here at certain times of the day or year as well. So as we go through, you'll see that it's not so much also the people that won't be here. It's also people, certain people disappear. So for example, she stays a bit longer. She's there, and then she's there, and then obviously this lady here with the blonde hair will stay a bit longer, and then finally she will go as the airport completely closes. And again, that is the immersion that Burn and Blue Designs usually go for. Why is the thing in snow? Oh, because I put the snow up. Why is the snow gone up like that? And again, these people also are manipulated by the time of year as well. January. Again, some people also are completely different. I've noticed that Burn and Blue Designs will put some different people in different areas of their airfields, which I think is fantastic. Just adds a little immersive feel as well. Obviously, the hangars will open and close depending on the time. The tower itself, beautifully done. The reason why I'm using avatar mode is because it's a smaller airfield, and it is nicer to get up close to these buildings and inside the hangars and see all of the detail that Burn and Blue have put in. There is Mike's aircraft, G-Obby, or Gobby, as he's known as. There's a sort of a front of a Piper and some Piper wings as well, by the looks of it. Funnily enough, you do actually see this, and look how cool that is. That is so detailed. Like, that is, yeah, that is a Piper cockpit. Funny enough, I actually seen all this at Liverpool Airport when I went on my Piper flight. There was loads of basically part of GA aircraft lying around, and not lying around, but kind of down the sides of the hangars, which was cool to see. I was like, can I take one and bring it home and do my own little cockpit setup? That'd be quite cool. But yeah, this is just the detail you get with Burn and Blue Designs. Is firstly is the amount of static aircraft, and also the people around the static aircraft as well. It isn't just static aircraft. There's stuff going on. We saw this in the likes of Zhevietsky Designs Airport, where the aircraft just weren't there. They had ground vehicles around them. They had things going on. There was immersive sounds around them as well. Same with Burn and Blue Designs. They don't just put the aircraft there, and also the people are animated as well, which I always appreciate with the scenery. Burn and Blue Designs, I can't remember, maybe some of their first things that I actually didn't take a look at, but I don't think they've ever used static people in their sceneries. These two guys having a little conversation here. They're not walking around, for example, but they are. They're moving, and it looks like they're having a little chatter and stuff like that. This lady having a look over her Burn and Blue Designs branded 172. Hangar 1 over here. I would love to see Burn and Blue Designs do Sleep Airport, although Sleep Airport has got a ridiculous number of hangars. And it's not just the same as Gamston here, where it's, you know, a line of hangars. It's near enough all the way around the taxiways and further away from the main infrastructure of the airport. There's a lot of hangars in Sleep, but it's a lovely little airfield. Again, that's where I ended up in real life. I love the PA-28 here in the cover, and the static models are really good quality as well. Some more aircraft pieces. Is that like one of those the 400? It's not the DA400, D40 or D400, something like that. Can't say I've flown that one much in the sim. But yeah, nice amount of detail in the hangars, and I do love to see an open hangar in a scenery. Oddly enough as well, I'm just going to say, I'm not using my usual reshade. I've been looking at a couple of reshades recently. This is actually not sealed sky. It's actually something completely different, but guys will see the difference. So obviously that is reshade turned off. You'll see the kind of yellowy, orangey kind of tones almost. If you look at it, definitely scaled down from 2020. But then if you turn reshade on, a lot cooler, a lot blue. Personally, I like that color tone a lot more. But yeah, sealed sky is my go-to reshade usually. I'm using a different one today, and to be honest with you, it's actually nice. It's a bit more grade. It's definitely not as contrasty. But it's nice. It's nice. The Robin DR, yeah, the Robin, yeah. That was it. The Robin. I couldn't think of the name. This lady here is just speaking to no one. But again, the quality of the static models, the actual people models is really nice. Another thing I really appreciate with Burning Blue Designs is their vehicle models. They're always, again, fantastic quality and you know, real life models as well. I don't know if it's like a Japanese restaurant, but again, we have people here, all time sensitive to the day, to the time of day. Again, building models and just generally everything, like, you know, the custom fences. There's no default fence in here. I think it's all custom metal fencing. And have we got any collision on these? We don't have. We've got a collision on that though. We do technically need to go through here, so we will just pretend it wasn't there. Again, this lady is just speaking to herself. But it is what it is. She can do that if she likes. Have we got any stairs down here? These guys having a little bit of a sort of playing spot. This guy's on his phone here. You do know your screen's turned off, but But yeah, this is what I like about Burning Blue Designs, and most of their airfields have this kind of, you know, public area where people can watch and sit down near to the cafes, and they do them really well. And then who's, oh, hang on, who's this? You're looking great, mate. You're looking slender, but you're looking good. No, oh. He's even, I got my hair cut recently, so it's even better now. He's got a bit more of a tan than me, but that's a nice logo, mate. I appreciate it. As always, Adam and Mike, I appreciate it. Also, as well, I appreciate you put me in a G-Wagon. Admittedly, I don't know why, but if I had the money and I knew how to drive, that would be one of the cars I'd own. I just don't know what it is about it. I think it's a cool looking little Jeep. But yeah, thanks. This one being Adam's release, I think, this time. We got a little Mazda MX-5 here as well. Lovely stuff. and then one of the entrances into Gamston as well. Again, one of the other things Burning and Blue Designs Burning and Blue Designs do really well is just the authenticity of these airfields. Not just the inside of the airfield, but the outside of the airfield. They do like to add some of the points of interest in, and just usually for me, I think, not usually because they always do, but every scenery I've had a look around, they'll put the outside road network in, so they'll have the road extending down to, for a certain amount for a certain distance, the outside road will be fully modeled, textured of course, and look better than the one that we've usually got in the scenery. And then obviously any fences, bushes or walls along the edge of the perimeter of the airport is all done as well. And the signage as well. Is he looking to steal that car? Probably. I'm not. That's my car. He do. Yeah. Do you know what? He does look suspicious, doesn't he? Yeah. I mean, we'll report it. But yeah, the authenticity with the signs as well. That's another big Burning and Blue Designs thing. Is their attention to detail with the signs and how detailed and crisp they are. They're very, very high resolution. Very nicely done. Like we've said with all of the sceneries that we've had a look at on the channel over the course of the last 5 years, for me, Burning and Blue Designs always do a more rounded and complete airport. There's nothing really missing. They tend to fill in everything. And even if they haven't got the reference material for the airport, they try their best to fill it in where necessary with something that may resemble, the building or whatever that is there, and they always feel really alive. The airport. I think that's the biggest compliment I can give for Burning and Blue Designs is how alive the airports are. 1 second, my folks. Yeah, so it's the authenticity about how alive the airports are. Like this right now here is really, really, for me, is how you fill out an airport scenery. You have the cars, you have the performance as well. You don't just fill it out with detail, but you also keep the performance really, really nice. I am curious to see if we've got any. Let's have a little look. If we've got any satellite imagery for this area. And we actually do, but we don't have. So I've got some here right outside the airport. So I will, once we get to that point, I will just show you what it looks like, because honestly, from what I've seen so far, the signage and just the outside detail of road. If you wonder what the road is, it's the B6387 running alongside Gamston as well. But what we'll do is I'll pull that screen once we get closer to that area. It's also quite a nice airport to obviously use walking mode, avatar mode as well. A tractor there as well. Some bits of litter and stuff, so textured into the ground. Quite a nice little detail. Some bikes as well. People at the cars. Loads of little detail. Look, little set of toilets with the wheelie bin down here. You know, it's all filled out. There's little corners, nooks and crannies that Burning Blue Designs haven't left. They've actually decided to detail with objects. Really nice. I'm not too sure why, but I must have flicked it back to... There we go. We got some more green going on, which is nice. The obligatory DPD van and Royal Mail van are here as well. Some little sort of temporary porter cabins there. Thatcham Research, which is all on the kind of the main entrance as well. There you go. DEA, Specialized Airborne Operations. Admittedly, I don't know exactly what we've got flying out of Gamston. This will be something I have a look at in more greater detail throughout the week as I continue to create the official trailer for Gamston, ready for release. And here is the front as well. And there I am again over there. Jesus, I'm everywhere. This guy's on the... What's he doing? What's he doing? Wow. Just sitting on your Range Rover there, mate. Fair enough. Little bits of, fire door stickers, and look, there's even the actual door handles and locks on here as well. It's all nicely done. As I say, it's always refreshing with Burning Blue Designs because you kind of you know what you're gonna get, but it always surprises you the amount of well, again, detail. That's all I can really say with that one. There's the map of the airport as well. You are here. There we go, and it tells you exactly what it is. Diamond Executive Aircraft as well. The Apron Cafe. It's all there. I can only really assume that Burning Blue have gone here and spent some time at the airport. What I am going to do now, though, is I'm going to just pop my avatar here. Just, I don't know, I'll buy the benches, and then I'm just going to put myself into a drone mode, just so we can have a bit more of a check around. As you can see, the road is done to quite a long way out. In fact, you can see where it cuts off there just by a little bridge, and then it's all the way along there as well. Again, all the way to the sort of the road over there. And then if we have a look at, we just swing this camera back a bit, and if we were to give the weather a bit more of a clearer day, don't know when the other picture was taken, so it's very hard to know, but I would just say it was probably in the morning by the look of the lighting in that particular photo. Let me just grab it on. That would be it. There we go. Can't really do a side by side, unfortunately, but yeah, I mean, cover myself up. I mean, if we were to, I mean, the angles aren't spot on. Obviously, color-wise, it's a bit more contrasty on the sim. But yeah, that is how spot on it is. Pretty good, I would say. Can't get any closer to the signs, unfortunately. But yeah. Oh, it is always quite impressive. It is always quite impressive. Ben and Blue are very good with how their airfields turn out, and grabbing all the necessary signage as well, which isn't an easy task. There's the apron cafe as well, and there I am again as well. Clearly, I own a few cars. Now I know, Steve, you're always in here, aren't you? Where have you gone? Why are you not here? Steve being VR Flight Sim guy, of course, guys. If you didn't know, but that might be your bike. I don't know. Have you got bikes, Steve? Am I getting? Is it? Do you ride bikes? Am I right in saying that, Steve? I think you do, don't you? If you don't, I apologise. I'm pretty sure it was you. I'm pretty sure Burn and Blue have put you in before with your bike. Lovely sort of glass viewing area as well by the apron cafe. I tell you what, Burn and Blue Designs always do airfields I really want to go to in real life. The cafes and stuff that they always put in, obviously to match the real world locations. They're always in really nice airfields that look really fun to go to. This being quite another one here. This looks quite interesting to go and have a little lunch at. And then again, we've got a white van man down here. Oh, Asobo, you need to sort out your road traffic, guys, because it looks terrible. I tell you what, though, the satellite imagery and there's sort of the landscape in here is really nice. I love that. Burn and Blue have even done this, maybe a public footpath down here, possibly. They've definitely added some bushes in just to fill out the detail. Really nicely done. Yes, mate. Does that look? Is that what your bike looks like? Little area down here with some sort of construction equipment, some lighting and pallet truck, and then this cool sort of crash barrier as well. There's no connecting taxiway, or at least it looks like there was a connecting taxiway at one point down there. And then there is nothing else over on this side of the airfield, unfortunately, folks. But they have, again, where there isn't bushes, there is gates and fences. Not too sure what's going on there. That's all added in there. I am not too sure whether there's like kind of like an embankment down here, but and what these buildings are, these might be farms and stuff like that. It is worth having a little check to see, though. Let's have a little look. Former RAF as well, by the way. There was another diagonal runway. In fact, the other runway, or possibly, yeah, there was another diagonal runway which is a taxiway now. But that runway actually intersected where we were just then, the actual front of the terminal itself. In fact, some of the older aprons are still visible. This selection of buildings, Gamston Transport, Flight Centre 2010, temporary closed. Oh, what was that? No information. Called Flight Center 20 travel agents apparently. Very weird place to put a travel agent, but anyway, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Like I said at the start of stream and a bit throughout as well, I do have a couple of copies to give away, guys. So if you stay with the live stream for another half an hour or so, you can be entered into that. This does look like a custom building that's been added in. I would say definitely this isn't a an auto-generated one. No information on that, unfortunately, about what it is. It is seen on Google Maps, but I couldn't tell you exactly what that is. But there's a reason why I'm going all around this way, is because we just have a look a bit better of the VOR station. There's the other runway, and then if we just climb above, you'll see the old runway, the even older runway, all the way through there, and then as you can see, it sort of widens up to where the entrance is of the airport, and it's kind of been dug up at this point, and you've got quite a nice taxiway with actually space for any waiting aircraft as well. Some of the old aprons here as well, where the RAF aircraft probably would have been stationed, I can only imagine. There's also a bit of detail down here. Let's have a little look. I didn't actually see these originally. Some like gas tanks. Oh, hang on. Looks dangerous, that. I'm not fully sure what that is, to be very, very honest. But it is there on Google Maps. There's a ton of gas tanks along Brickyard Road. There is what looks like a ton of tanks. It looks very, very safe. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, it seems to be that there is a load of tanks over this side of the airfield. So heading around, let me just take you to the other side where we've got a... Wow, okay. Satellite imagery here is wow. A lot of... I've never seen that happen, actually. I'm sure it does happen quite a lot, but just shadows coming off the air. Obviously, with the trees that are there, and obviously the satellite imagery just can't... Yeah. Wow. But apart from that, the actual roads don't look too bad. I don't know if this is roads that Burn and Blue Designs have put in. I can certainly say that the bushes and... Yeah, I think the road is. That doesn't look like a standard road. All the way around. Again, the fields, and apart from the shadows there, the fields and the ground texturing does look nice. We actually also have some cows here. Now, I think these are default animals, not something that you see quite often. Sheep and cows. Of course, I later learned that these animals are actually models from... Now, Liam from Perseverance Scenery did tell me these are from, I think, Zoo Tycoon or Zoo Planet or Planet Zoo, because they are really, really detailed animal models, aren't they? Like, really detailed. Ace Airstream, good to see you. Septic tanks probably, mate. I mean, they're on Google Maps, but again, you know, the fact that Burn and Blue Designs have put them in as a model is actually quite a good spot as well, that they've done that. Now, if they've drove around the perimeter maybe, or they have just looked on Google Maps and saw them and thought, they look like tanks, let's put some tanks in. This cow here. I am, mate. You alright? I mean, the detail on the animals is fantastic, isn't it? like silly, like stupidly detailed. Bit of a bump here. Again, pre-release guys, there is still going to be fixes and stuff, so keep that in mind. Definitely something for the guys to have a look at. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that. But overall, it is just another really, really detailed scenery. It's never usually a surprise. Burn and Blue Designs always deliver on their sceneries. There's always a standard to them. But as I was saying before, they always do sort of surprise me in a really good way. I expect the level of detail and the standard to be there, but when you go into the sceneries, it's always like, wow, they've done it again. Even if you don't know the airport, you've never been to the airport, their fire training plane has seen better days. But again, the model and the texture work is great. VOR station right there, lovely model as well. Dave, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, thank you everyone who's come and joined me for tonight. I have got a copy. I've got 2 copies to give away, folks. So within the next half an hour, 45 minutes, I would say even sooner, we'll give a copy away to. We'll give 2 copies away, and as I say, guys, it is PC only, and it is obviously for when the scenery releases. Which it is due within, I believe, the next week or so. So this is a pre-release look. And we're right back to kind of where we started, guys. Right back at the... I don't know if this is a restaurant. Let's have a little look. It's actually marked on Google Maps as Kooky Helicopters. So it's actually a helicopter. Let's have a little look. Learn to fly experiences, special events. It looks like a restaurant, doesn't it? I'll be very, very honest. But yeah, learn to fly, helicopters, airplanes. They do their own merchandise, which actually looks pretty nice. VIP experiences, gift experiences, that kind of thing. Again, all modeled nicely. Airborne Geek just jumped in. This looks pretty damn good. Woo. Get out those. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see everyone. And as I say, everyone who's going to be rewatching the stream, if you get a chance to watch this before the scenery arrives, this is Retford, Gamston. It's Nottinghamshire. Nottinghamshire. It's don't ever do that again, Brian. Best way I can describe this is just over to the right of Sheffield and Nottingham. So Mansfield Way, Lincoln Way, Gainsborough. Basically, it's Retford Village, Retford Town. It's south of there, and this is going to be Ben and Blue Design's next release. So if you only had Ben and Blue Designs things in your community folder now, you would be and you flew just of general aviation, even business jets, helicopters, you'd be well sorted out now. And they're carrying on, of course. There's so many potential. I did actually tell Ben and Blue Designs, or tell them. I suggested Barrow in Furness. There is a airport. No, not Barrow in Furness. Yeah, it is. It's Walney Aerodrome. I've seen quite a lot of biz jets take off from that runway there. It's on its own like little sort of island, sort of. Yeah, I mean it's connected by a bridge. It's actually just off the coast of Barrow in Furness, and it's I think it's a perfect candidate for Ben and Blue Designs. It really is. And that takes us even north. That takes us past Blackpool and Southport, of course. I can't wait to see AI transform awesome experience. I even feel scratch the surface yet in this domain. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of sort of comments about AI and how what it's going to do to flight simulation. I don't want to see. I don't want to. Admittedly, I think it'll be great for default scenery and stuff like that, especially with looking at some of these other simulators doing default airports so well. This is what I was going to say. Actually, going back into Aerofly, which really isn't a simulator, the default airports, the way they're represented on Aerofly FS4, they're actually better represented than Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and I mean that. It's the same with X-Plane 12. X-Plane 12 default airports are miles better. Maybe in the future AI can give us some really nice default airports, but again, I don't want to see third-party developers out of pocket or out of work, because these guys just take everything and make it 100 times better. Even default airports, for example, Liverpool Airport is a good example. We got Liverpool Airport on a world update. It's okay if you don't have digital designs version. It's more than usable. But again, both of those versions are now just outdated, and it is good to see indie builds having a pop at that. One thing we haven't had a look at is the control tower, which again I always feel Burn and Blue Designs do an excellent job at ATC towers. If you got their Welsh pool scenery, you'll know that this one of the doors actually open. I don't know if this is the same for here, so we'll have a little look and see. But I know Welsh pool, the doors opened up and everything. But if we look at the night lighting, which we haven't done too much yet, you can see it's very nicely done. Even the desk light has got some ambient light around it as well. Stunning airfield. Okay. Yeah. BO fly the engineers to get PC20. Yeah. So I've seen a few 24s fly off from there. Southport sort of my way. Yeah. Well, yeah, just a bit further north. Here we go, guys. Look at that. Little spiral staircase all the way down. Where are we going? Nowhere, but still pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, AI, in a good way. I hope it sort of transforms how good, even further, how good the default scenery is. Look at this, guys. It's just a basic. It's just a plain invoice, but look how readable it is. But yeah, it will be good to see sort of AI take control of maybe, I don't know, stuff like car traffic, trains, and stuff like that. Because that's one thing it really needs a bit more of, isn't it? It just needs a bit more of an improved ecosystem around cars on the road and trains going past. Something that I think X-Plane 12 does really well. Yeah, the models aren't amazing, but it does really help with immersion, especially if you're GA flying. I think airline flyers, yeah, I mean, you can see them on approach and sort of down to the ground. But for me, as long as developers are still free and able to do what they do here, because even though it takes them time, I think even the little things like being able to model the specific buildings to the way they actually look in real life is something that developers like to do. And again, that's where people are going to be looking into the sceneries and buying them, and especially people who are flying from or even fly in real life to certain airports. Doesn't matter how big or small they are. It'll be for the same for me with Liverpool Airport, obviously same for Alex and a lot of the other guys as well. Is seeing Liverpool Airport in the level of detail, and us being able to look at it and go, yeah, that's spot on. It's the same with every airport. There's always people who visit the airport, who fly at that airport, who want the level of detail, the best the money can buy, that they can go and purchase and really get the immersion almost to the level they can get at the airport. And even practice, there's people using Flight Simulator to practice. I'm pretty sure there's real world pilots who fly big jets that use the simulator still. In fact, I know that there is. I know not too personally, but I know a Virgin Atlantic first officer who still uses the simulator to practice, to stay familiar, so look at all the high-vis jackets hanging up there. Look at that. There's a wing walker as well. On the old Boeing Stearman, is that? Again, lovely little detail. For me, though, I wouldn't like to see AI completely take away all of the fun of being able to go in and well, it'll impact everyone, won't it? It'll impact developers. It'll impact the sim, because at the end of the day, this is what you got to look at it, right? I know we're getting away from the airport itself, but it's still relevant. At the end of the day, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Asobo, the guys who make the sim, who spend time with the sim, creating it over years, always welcoming the third-party developers. It's never a case of you buy a sim and it's all there for you. Do you know what I mean? And it's been like that it's been like that for years and years. You buy a simulator, you get a certain amount of airports, you get a certain amount of aircraft. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 took it a step further. We've got every airport, we've got, I think, every oil rig, we've got every helipad. But obviously not every one of those is handcrafted, is what they call it. It's not handcrafted. And like I said before, the default airports, they in Microsoft Flight Simulator, they need a bit of work, because it's for the most part, they do not resemble that airport at all. Again, I repeat myself, I've just been into Aerofly FS4. I don't deem it as a simulator. It's got some sim elements to it. And the default airports on that are just, I don't know, I can't believe I'm saying it, but they're better than Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Obviously, X-Plane do it for me even better, but for some reason, I can't believe that I'm saying that Aerofly FS4, which visually, scenery, and satellite imagery is just years. It's a good 10, 15 years out of date. But the default airports are just, they still resemble. I went to Liverpool, it was spot on. And they also have air traffic on it as default, and it just works. Okay, you don't get any of the aircraft taxiing out of the runways, you get them taken off, but there's aircraft there, all the real world liveries are there. Some of the aircraft are questionable. Obviously, I had an Air New Zealand 777 at Manchester Airport, but again, it was there, and I didn't need to buy an add-on to get it, So Aerofly is actually known for the excellent helicopter physics. Not being in a helicopter yet, Steve, but as I say, I jumped into VR, and their VR implementation is something that both X-Plane, or at least Laminar, and Asobo and Microsoft can sort of have a look at it, because the VR implementation in Aerofly, FS2 even, FS4 even more so, is just incredible. You can fly the plane without touching anything, as in peripherals or a control pad. You just use the actual hand movements. So, for example, Pimax control, I would do that with my finger, take it off the trigger, and actually do the motion of flicking the beacon switch or turning the dial. I actually get hold of the dial and turn it for the heading bug, and it does it. They absolutely nailed both the VR implementation but also the VR performance. It's incredible. It really is. Actually, Steve, you'll be very interested to hear that I'm going to go back to the 57 ppd engine for the Pimax Crystal Super. The OLED is amazing, but I think overall I just prefer the 57 ppd over the ultra wide, and the OLED's great. The OLED, the colors and the blacks and everything is just gorgeous, but performance and visuals all together, the 57 ppd one just it wins out of the three of them. In my opinion, it does. The OLED's fantastic, but 90 FPS no problem. MFS2 such a great performance. Yeah, FS4 for some reason on the Pimax, or at least the OLED engine, just a bit it's not all stuttery. It's like it's weird. It stutters when you turn to different locations, but then I tried it on virtual desktop in the Quest 3 and it was smooth. Everything turned up absolutely fine. And you know what? If you go flying over the US, over New York, it looks incredible. The buildings, no photogrammetry. It's all sort of, auto-gen. No real buildings at all. But it just, yeah, it's weird. It's an old simulator, and it's just visually behind these two simulators, X-Plane and Microsoft. But yeah, I'm very impressed. I still need a bit more time with it, and there will be a video for it for sure, guys. I'm definitely going to be featuring Aerofly in a dedicated video of its own. Got a bit of rain moving in here in the sim, but look at the lighting. That's one thing that Microsoft Flight Simulator does well, is lighting. But again, X-Plane does it really well too. Let's see what time it is, guys. It is 10 to 9, so obviously the airport is only as big as I can make the stream. We've had a good look around at most of it. I have got 2 copies to give away. Asoba, Microsoft, like big devs, these are just lazy. They rely on expensive hardware to cover the atrocities. Okay. Atrocious, sorry. Yeah, Andrew, yeah, I don't like to get too sort of critical with things, because most things don't work. There's some things that are better than the others, some titles, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. I just find it hard to get sort of really, really disappointed, especially when I've not really had a lot of trouble. But I understand, especially when you jump to other sims and you jump to other software titles, that you think, oh, do you know what? Can't we just have this smoothness and headacheless experience? Yeah. Yeah, it is an awesome sim though. It's just, yeah, there's, it's just, sometimes it is bloody annoying. Look at me last week. There was something that just would not make my, basically, you guys might have heard it, but all of a sudden, after flying the Baron, I went into another aircraft, and then the sim just wouldn't, either when I pressed ready to fly or jumped into the cockpit like this, it would just do a little loading bar, the little loading circle, and then just completely either freeze, or it would load up into about 8 FPS. The only way I figured that to stop that happening was to clear the community folder out and put things back in, sort of not one at a time, but kind of try and find the culprit. I don't know if I've actually found the culprit, but the only thing that is out of this now, and I am going to admittedly say it, as much as I love it, is Chase Plane. It's either Chase Plane or it's FS Realistic Plus. I haven't had that issue since they've been taken out. They've been taken out for a good 2 weeks now, and I've not had that issue again. So it's either one or the two. I need to figure out which one it is. One of those things, Chase Plane obviously being an experimental version in 2024, I'm inclined to say it's that. I hate to say it's that because it's so bloody good, but I have not had the issue since those things have been out the community folder. Yeah, mate. Andrew, do you know what, mate? As I say, I'm gonna put the 57 ppd unit back into my Pimax because overall, I think I got the best performance, sort of rate, visual to performance ratio with the 57 ppd. But even in the Quest 3, if you've got the fast internet to do it, and obviously the graphics card to power it, then virtual desktop with the Quest 3 is just as nice. Admittedly, when you go into the Pimax, Jesus Christ, the visual quality is just incredible. It really is. But anyway, guys, if everyone's still there, I am gonna have a little. I'm gonna get some prizes to you guys, or at least I'm gonna draw the winners. So if you're interested in win a copy, I've got 2 to give away, guys. So obviously 2 winners. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. I do give subscribers a multiplier sort of chance in Nightbot's little giveaway system. I'm gonna turn that off because that's getting annoying now. That I'll have another little fly towards the end of the stream if anyone wants to sort of stay and watch me fly sort of around the airport, try and make another landing. But yeah, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do. I do give subscribers a better chance to win. My Discord server is actually growing by the day. If you guys want to come and join it, it's linked in the stream description. Social media, I Practically Geek on all of them. Again, I just post when I'm going live, videos, pictures of the sim, real world aviation stuff as well. So start talking in the chat, guys, to get yourself in it. So I'm gonna just pop you guys on the screen. Where are we? Giveaway. There we go. Admittedly, I've just covered myself up there. There we go. So yeah, if you start getting yourself active in the chat, my good friends, I can get some winners drawn. In it to win it. Yeah, well, as I say, guys, if you subscribe to the channel, I do give subscribers a bit more of an opportunity to win. Just as I think it's just it's a nice thing for me. It's a nice thing for you guys. You might not like every live stream or every video that I do, but every so often someone comes along and you think, yeah, that's for me. That I would say the channel is more focused on the airport side of things rather than the aircraft. I do like to do some flying still, but I think for add-ons in particular, you're definitely looking at more the airport side of the scenery add-ons on the channel to have a look at and discover some new airports. And I do like to try and stick with some of the more obscure airports, some of the lesser known ones. And then obviously when I get the opportunity to, I really do like to, as much as I can, feature the big releases as well. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's going to be rewatching the live stream before this comes out. This is Retford Gamston by Burn and Blue Designs. It's their latest release. Do go and join them on their Discord as well, because they've got some belters come along. I don't know if anyone's excited for Kemble, but I definitely am. Kemble is going to be fantastic to see. All of these sort of, the retired aircraft and some of the military aircraft, static aircraft they've got going there. If you go over to the Discord, Burn and Blue Designs Discord, they have some previews of that as well. It's looking fantastic, guys. So I've got Airborne Geek, you're not in there yet. Z6516, not in there. SD, you can jump in if you want, mate. Chinook, I don't know if you're still there, mate, but you can grab it too. And I've got some others. I'll give it another minute or two for you guys to jump in and to get entered. Once I've picked some winners, I'm going to just do a little circuit or maybe I don't know, maybe a little flight out somewhere else. But keep on being active, guys. So obviously you still entered into the giveaway. We could jump over to well, where's that? Oh, what's that little airfield there? It's really whether I've got the custom scenery for it. I'd like to at least have the custom scenery for it. We could just go back to Humberside. Leeds Bradford is a bit too far out, I think. Would the Baron go into Manchester Barton? That's the question. Because that doesn't seem like a long flight, does it? Or maybe it is. Maybe a bit long. It's a bit longer, isn't it? A bit longer. We could go back to Humberside, I guess. Right, let's have a little look. One more minute, guys, and then I will... I'll pick a winner. As I say, guys, please do keep an eye on the channel. I will be going live again soon, I believe. There is another airport due out soon, and I am hoping to bring you guys along for some pre-release action for that one. Hopefully. Looking forward to seeing that particular airport. It's not one that I'll be flying out of and into personally, but I know a lot of people will do, including our channel moderator and good friend Alex, who's in the chat as well. Definitely will be Chase Fenton nearby, yeah, possibly, but I only want to go into something I've got dinghy custom scenery for. Gamston is not far off, I think, towards the end of next week, I believe. But again, obviously being pre-released, might have been some things you saw. There's obviously a little bit of a hump in the the taxiway down there. Andrew, get yourself in the chat again, though, mate, if you want to be entered. I am going to pick the first winner now, so good luck to everyone. There you go, Mark. You've won a copy. Congratulations, buddy. Again, guys, if you're not familiar with my giveaways, I do ask that you put some kind of contact details into your YouTube. The reason why I ask that is so I can basically I want to be able to reach out to you rather than other people reaching out to me. So Mark, the best of your ability, mate, can you get your email contact into your YouTube sort of channel, your profile, mate? Any way you can, just stick it in there and I'll contact you about time. I'm sorry, mate. I do like as you can see on screen, I do let Nightbot do it. I don't pick things myself and do it any other way. I let Nightbot do it. But I need you to stick your email into your YouTube, mate. You don't have to keep it in your profile. Just stick it in there so I can get an email to you. And then what will basically happen is I think Bernard Blue Designs like to do it via code or anything like that. I don't think it's added to your account. I think they send me a code so you can basically 100% discounted down, but keep in mind, obviously, it's when it gets released is when you'll be able to do that, mate. But yeah, in your YouTube profile, your actual channel page, mate, you'll be able to add your email in some way, either profile, just write it down in there, and I'll get hold of it, and I'll send you an email tonight just to make first contact and obviously keep a line of sort of, a line of contact with you. Let's get someone else a copy. So we've got Mark and we've got Ace Airstream as well. You've also won a copy, my friend. So excited for any Liverpool, mate. Me too. Me too. I can't wait. I can't wait for Any Build Liverpool to have again to do a stream like this to to know a little bit more as well. I mean, know a bit more about the airfield than I generally do with anything else that I look at. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like there's going to be a bit more of a knowledge around Liverpool Airport. I can make a bit a few more smarter remarks, if you like. Ace, let me have a little look. You've got an email on there. I'm assuming that's an up-to-date one I can contact you on. Let's have a little look. Just confirm, mate. Just confirm. But yeah, just let me know if that the one that's in your YouTube is the most up to date. But yeah, Mark, don't forget to put your email in your YouTube account, mate, so I can get there. Just so I can grab it and get you an email over, because I don't want to lose contact with you. About 30 seconds. Just refresh your stream, mate, because I know my stream can get a bit behind sometimes on me. On my preview as well. If you haven't obviously joined my Discord, guys, please do. In terms of winners, I don't really want to have winners reach out to me on Discord. Now, this is a few things, and I know it hasn't happened on this channel, but I've seen it happen. I don't want it to happen because it ruins the fun for everyone, and I wouldn't want to do giveaways again. But obviously, as you can imagine, giveaways sometimes attract some less than reputable folk, and I have seen it before where people try to reach out to creators and claim a prize that's not theirs, and it's pretty hard to validate all that as well. So if I reach out to you on an email on your YouTube profile, that is the one that you're speaking to me off on the channel. Do you know what I mean? I can't really go wrong there. And then there is a line of emails down that we can communicate with. If there's any issues with the validating the prize or having the prize work for you, especially if there's codes being sent. I want it to be streamlined. I don't want it to be a pain in the ass for you or me, because you're not going to be happy, are you? Especially if someone else come in and claim your prize. You know what I mean? Listen, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I can imagine any Liverpool being really good if it's on par with Manchester, and considering how small it is. So, Andrew, I personally think Any Builds Liverpool is probably going to be on the same level as their Leeds Bradford. I don't think it's going to be on the level as Manchester for some reason. I'd hope it was more densely populated, being a lot smaller than Manchester, but for some reason, I don't know. If they go to Liverpool and do their reference material like they usually do with airports, then yeah, I can see it being really good. It's just, if you compare Leeds Bradford to, say, Manchester is just far more superior than their Leeds Bradford one, especially with Leeds Bradford getting a version 2, which was still good, really, really good. Like, the GA area's done, the new terminal bits are done and everything. Not saying it was bad, it's just when you compare it to Manchester. Do you know what I mean? I still think it's going to be good, though. It's going to be the definitive Liverpool, isn't it, out the three of them? Mark, like I said before on Discord, I mean, I know that you're on there, but yeah, I understand what you're saying about the Discord, mate. I would much prefer it that you would put the email into your YouTube. Now, I know that's not for everyone. I know that you're on my on Discord, but all you need to do, mate, is pop your email into your into YouTube for 2 minutes, mate, and I can grab it and I can get the email into my email and a page, and you can take it off there, mate. Just to keep things the way I've done them for every giveaway. Do you know what I mean? It's dead easy, mate, to add your email to your YouTube. Let me just grab something. Let me just grab it on there for you. Are you using a phone, mate? Are you on a phone and trying to do it, mate? I know, mate. Yeah, I know. I won't stop the chat, mate. I'll make sure that you're on there. It's just I'd rather everyone do it through email, because it leaves me a chain. I know Discord, we've got a chain of conversation and stuff, but I'd rather do it on email. So if you go to the top right of your screen and press your channel, I don't know if you've created a channel or not. I mean, I can go to your channel, so you must have created one. So if you go to top right where your profile, not your profile picture, but it'll say M at the top, won't it? If you click your channel, you'll be able to go and add it on there. You just edit profile. Is it customized channel? Let's have a little look for you, mate. Just have a little look. Sorry, folks. Can't remember how I did it. What you can do is, Mark, is go to your top right of the screen. Dave, fair play, mate. Good job. No, top right of your screen, go press your channel, and then when it opens up, dead easy, you just go to settings at the bottom, and then when you've gone to settings, you can go to upload defaults. No, not upload defaults. No, upload defaults. Where's it gone? Okay, that might not be it. Customization, that was it. Yeah, go to your channel and then go to customization, and then you've got your profile thing there. It's got description, or there's an email box as well that you can go in. So press top right where your little circle M is, and then let me just take this off the screen. And then when you press your channel, it'll open up. And then if you go to customization, press on that. There's a load of boxes, mate. Profile picture box and stuff like that. Just pop your email where it says description and press publish. That's all you do. Yeah, so on the left-hand side, once you've pressed your channel and the box opens, customization is on the left-hand side. Press customization. Just put it in the description and press publish, and I'll let you know when I've got it. Dead simple, mate. I mean, I say dead simple. I bloody struggled then trying to find it. I do apologize, mate. I just want to keep things to email and make sure that, you know, everyone's doing the same thing. Sort of everyone's on the same, you know, when I do it as well. It's just easier when I'm contacting various developers and stuff like that. I hope you found it, mate. Let me know. I'm not going to leave the live stream until we've got that sorted. I've got Ace. Ace, I've got yours, my friend. So no worries about that. I can get into your email. I can send you an email. While Mark does that, guys, I am going to just start the Baron up again and take us on a little flight. If you are rewatching the stream, guys, stay tuned. I will update the live stream description and obviously the link for the airport when it comes out, and post in the comments all that info. There we go. But obviously as well, guys, make sure that you stick to the channel so we can so you guys can see some more lovely airports as we continue through the year. We're already in March now, so we'll be getting a few more, won't we? Dave, I do use a Stream Deck, mate, but admittedly, it's been a little pain in the ass the last couple of days, or at least the last week, because it just doesn't want to. Like, it's just done that. It's very temperamental at the minute. It's basically showing me. No, I don't want to delete. Why have you just deleted it? Oh my god. Yeah, it's the actual Stream Deck screen is getting stuck, and I don't know what it is. I think it's some of this hardware, the honeycomb hardware, that's interacting with it. I'm not too sure. So the M at the top right of your screen, go to your channel, press your channel. When you press on your channel, you should. I'd basically open that into a new tab if you can. And then when you've done that, hang on. No, because you don't go into settings, I don't think. No, you have to go into actual your channel. And basically go to customization. But if you haven't set up a channel, that's going to be quite hard. I can still get into your channel. That's the thing. I can click on your name and go to your channel and see just a basic amount of information. I can subscribe to your channel as well, so there must have been a channel set up. Basically, you have to go to your channel and YouTube Studio. Can you see YouTube Studio when you click on the M? So, Mark, if you go and it says your studio, can't hear, then it goes off to your channel. No, if you click on your little M at the top right and then go to, let's have a little look. Because I don't need to be in studio, you see. You'll have to click on your channel and then press on the M again, and it'll say it'll say studio, basically YouTube Studio, and that's where your customization button will be. If you can find a YouTube Studio button, mate, then you'll be there. You just need to click that and go to channel customization. I do apologize. Let me just have a little look. mean, technically, you would have signed up with an email for your YouTube, you know what I mean, to get onto here. So, I would say try and find the YouTube Studio button first. If we can't do that, mate, then let me just have a little think. Apologies. I will have a little flight around, guys. But I will be ending the live stream soon. And again, I will be live again at some point this week. Just stay sort of tuned for the details for that. Either as a YouTube post, you'll see it on there. As a Discord post, you'll see it on there. On social media, you'll see it there as well. So you definitely won't miss out, guys. It'll just, I don't know the particular date of the next live stream just yet, but it will be soon. Mark, have you been successful in doing that, mate? If not, then yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't like to do it through Discord because obviously, but I guess we'll have to, because I don't want you not to have your prize. I can sit there and say I like to do everything a certain way, but if I'd rather you have your prize. I mean, I need to doubly make sure. And if you can message me on Discord, mate, ASAP, just to make sure it's you. Send me a private message on Discord as soon as you can. It's not the way I'd like to do it, folks, but I can't sit here and make sort of Mark struggle with trying to find that. Otherwise, it's not really fair, and I want you to have your prize. You know what I mean? I can't. You want it fair and square. Right, guys. If you want to stick with the channel for the next 10 minutes or so, I'll do a little bit of flying and see if I can do a nice. See if I can do another nice landing. Where are we going here? I mean, obviously, Mark, if you don't mind posting your email into the chat for a moment and then deleting the message, I can quickly get it into a notepad. You can do that as well if you don't mind. If you paste your email in there, I can of course just grab it and then. Yeah, no worries, mate. I mean, you don't really need to change the email. It's more that you've put it into your channel description. But if you don't know how to do it, mate, I don't want to stress you out and continue to, you know, get you to do it type thing. Either reach out as you, sort of, you know, as you on Discord as a private message, or quickly pop your email into the live chat now, and I can grab it, and then you can delete the message. You know, we can do it that way as well. I can quickly copy and paste it. We can do it that way. That's also a possibility, but that's entirely up to you. That I won't put that on you if you don't want to do that. It's in the chat, mate. I didn't see your email in the chat. Oh, okay. Is it your name? Is it your name at gmail.com? Hey James, good to see you, mate. Doing one more little flight around and then I'll be ending the live stream. Just let me know, Mark, mate. A little bit of rain coming down now. I don't know what the little sort of roadway, or I don't know if it's a taxiway, but oh god, what's happening here? Don't know what that little bit is. I know there's a little sort of turnaround here. But yeah, guys, this has been... Oh god, what happened here? This has been the upcoming Retford Gamston by Burn and Blue Designs. It'll be out sometime in the next week. And there should be an official trailer on the channel pretty soon. Mark, let me know, mate. Just either I don't know if you can private message me on Discord or just confirm email in the chat if it's your name here in the live chat at gmail.com. Just let me know, mate, because I will have to cut the live stream soon. I put it in the chat, mate. I didn't see it, mate. I don't know why it's not in the live chat. No, I can't see it, mate. I don't think it's come through, or it shouldn't have been deleted because there's no moderation to delete it. So there's nothing there. I apologize, mate. I'm a bit confused. Yeah, the reason why the screen's flickering, guys, is that's the default without reshade, and that's with reshade. You have it now, mate. I don't know, mate. I don't know if it's on your. Let's just get this lovely plane into autopilot. What's it doing? What chat do you mean, mate? What chat is it? This live chat on here? It's not on your profile, so it's not there. The only other thing I can suggest, mate, is just grabbing my YouTube, just grabbing my email. Because I don't know what chat you mean, unfortunately. There's definitely no email coming up for me in this chat, and obviously there's nothing in Discord chat or anything like that. The only thing I can suggest is emailing me, which is again is kind of something I don't really like to do because I don't fully know if it's you or not. But yeah, my email you can get from my YouTube channel, mate, dead easily. You just click on my profile and get it from there, and then contact me, because I will have to stop the live chat now. We'll send it on Discord, mate. No, okay, fair enough. Right, guys. Thank you for everyone's coming in. If you're rewatching the stream, I will update the live stream description with any relevant information. I'll try and also copy the trailer, the official trailer, when that is released later in the week. We'll be going live again. Just keep an eye on the regular things, social media and Discord, and obviously YouTube chat as well. Thank you everyone, all with us, obviously Ace Airstream and Mark. Well done to you guys. I will get that sorted out with Burning Blue Designs when they release the airport. As always, guys, that I'll try and get that to you on release day. It shouldn't be an issue. We'll just you might get sent a code to input in there as well. But again, massive thank you to everyone for coming in and spending some time tonight. I'm going to get off now and yeah, say thank you so much, and keep an eye out on the channel for more coming. I'll see you again real soon.